I'm going the CEO of the Italian Senate right now.
I was going to
In
say, are
honor,
you...
yeah. How did that? Okay, I found out how it happened. They were so dumb. They posted the Zoom
Yeah, they
credentials
posted
to the
the-
Facebook
yeah.
or whatever. That's
They're,
so
like,
dumb.
so dumb.
I can't
So
believe
funny, though.
I now have a member of the Italian Senate as my roster. So happy.
God, first like fucking Megalovania plays at the Pope, and then fucking this.
This is
2020 is off
this is
on
why
a fucking riot.
Japanese devs are like, see, this is why we don't port things to PC. They had 1 month. It's like 4K full source filmmaker models, cloud. It's like, no, gosh, please. We don't need this. Hey, look, a medal. Hey, look,
shit.
mushroom.
This is a stage we haven't barely
Giant
seen
metal
in a long
Tifa.
time.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily really
Holy
like this stage. You did
moly.
the exact same thing I used to do.
I gotta get out of here. Oh, Sith and I ended up in a doubles arena yesterday, and we did pretty good. He's kind of popping off. Oh dear. I made some people very angry with Meat Brawler because they're like, why is he countering so much?
No,
why so fast?
making someone angry with
Oh,
me, brawler?
yeah.
Holy shit, never heard this
And, like,
one before.
Voice call, he's like, oh, I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, but I was gonna ask as well, like, how's that shit been going? Because I know, like,
I'm getting less bullied, but I'm also just so incredibly bored of this video game. I'm so tired of fighting double Byleth, double Cloud, and double Pyramithra. It's like, well,
yeah, that was the thing
can't really
remember
do
seeing a
anything.
ton, too.
I can't really do anything online when I can't react well. They have massive swords in my face. Like, jeez.
Yeah, like one of the common things I would see in like doubles thing is always like a fucking Cloud or
Yeah, like someone with a
Joker.
massive sword or something. It's like, well, I guess Joker has his own problems. I don't know. There's so much unexplored stuff in this game, but it's all with the terrible characters, and no one wants to play them. And like, I don't blame them if you're trying to win, but it just gets boring to watch and play.
It's almost like people don't like.
It's almost like I'm seeing a repeat of Brawl and Smash 4 in like
Melee.
pretty much. Well, yeah, true. Like all of
Melee.
them devolve into something weird. There's a
tried.
leg flying in my head.
Yo,
This one's for Italy.
Tifa sending you, yeah, she's sending you to Italy.
Let's go! Oh god.
That's probably good.
But also,
so much free advertising for.
But from what I
Spinal
heard,
Face.
it's like from what I heard about that whole thing, it's like they left it on for a bit.
Yeah, they didn't know how to
realizing-
turn it off. It was like a
Thing.
solid minute, and then it was just some guy like screen sharing his Discord. All these like adult servers are like, bro, shut it down, please. What's
like,
going
bro,
on?
Like, what are you doing?
Oh,
like,
it's
were they actually
funny.
like spending time admiring it?
Well,
It was just an
I would
awkward
probably
silence.
question reality. It's like, is this really happening? Like, highest level of government, we're just watching Cloud and Tifa 4K 120 hertz. It's like, what happened to democracy?
Bro, of course they put Tifa and not Cloud.
I mean, Cloud was in the background, I assume. I can't tell.
You assume?
His face was obscured.
What do you mean you can't tell? You actually watched?
I don't know. I saw the actual clip, like, of it happening. It was really laggy because their internet was bad. It was funny though. Help me. Don't punch me. Could have been some guy from like flippin' New Zealand. We don't know. They just posted their Zoom credentials on.
Yeah, famous Final
Like-
Fantasy character guy from New Zealand. Get Rails Tifa lock.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking-
No, I mean the guy that hijacked it. Yo.
Oh.
Yeah, guy from
Oh,
New
there
Zealand.
was-
My OC. No. What is this?
I always win.
Today about
Oh.
bad box art. Oh
Did I not-
gosh.
Wait, what? Oh, Beers,
I,
don't tell me. It's the guy who was
yeah.
running that Twitter account.
No. I watched Evo Grand Finals of a Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and it's just the little cat from like Sony doing an Infinite versus Fat Mega Man flying to the moon. I'll never forget that. That's one of the worst. What?
Box extension on the capsule!
Oh my gosh! Like that is one of the worst game designs ever. Well, that was cool. I can't
Wait,
see.
what was the worst game designs?
Street Fighter Cross Tekken Evo 2012 for For some reason, they let a glitch be legal where Fat Mega Man could just fly up forever and you can't hit him and you have to wait 99 seconds for the next
Oh,
round.
that.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's a thing. I remember seeing something like that.
By the time Street Fighter
Oh, yeah, that-
Second got patched to be decent, everyone just was done.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the game that also had like on disc DLC?
Gems.
with that
Yes,
gem?
it
That
was.
the first one to do it.
Oh,
That was during
Yeah, I love that
Capcom's
shit.
worst years ever.
because I thought that
Why
was
would
like
anyone crack the game? That's illegal.
I know.
yeah.
Well,
I kind of mistaken that. I thought it was like the other one. I was like Tessino, Capcom. I don't know what the other.
Capcom.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
no.
like that.
No, because that one was on Wii, so that was
Yeah, it was
really
on
impossible.
We still could have DLC. Yo, coins.
I mean, fucking. Well, Skyward Sword had those like patches.
I know.
or whatever.
There are a few
Although that was in the
things.
form of like, that was more in the form of having a channel because the glitch was so fucking bad.
What was the glitch
Gosh.
exactly?
It was like a save corrupting glitch or something.
Like you
if
couldn't
you did
progress or
things
something.
in a different order, yeah. Because when you had to
Oh.
go to like these, you had to go to areas in a specific order, and if you didn't do them in the proper order, it was like, nah, games. fuck.
Uh oh.
Which
he
is
killed
weird because
Golden
you
Chico.
have the choice to just go wherever. And it's like you can kind of tackle it at different points. I don't know why.
Just probably they just they missed one possibility.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yes.
Golden Terry.
Well, it's funny because last Christmas, not the one that just passed, but the one before, I don't know if you guys remember, I mentioned I bought a refurbished 2DS XL off of Nintendo's website, and I'm kind of happy I did.
Yeah, because now you
Because
can
the-
hack it and then
because
get all the
now-
delisted shit.
Well, I mean, like, it's got a good library. And the system
Yeah.
itself is good. I just, like, how are you going to repair a 3DS when the parts are now limited, right? Oh, that spiked me. So, like, I'm just happy I have something. I wish it was
Yeah.
a new 3DS XL and not a
Dead.
2DS, but the 2DS is
We're
a good
dead.
size for me. What happened?
I mean, I managed to get like, I'm not sure if I said a while back, but I was like, I managed to get like an original new 3DS.
Nice.
My 2DS with the capture card is currently still stuck because UPS has delayed it for the past 2 weeks.
Oh,
That's nerve-wracking. Why do you
USPS
think
got
they
to
do
Germany
that?
just fine because they're experiencing shipping delays, even though
Oh, well,
USPS
that
got
makes
over
sense.
there just fine.
Oh.
This is why I hate UPS and FedEx.
I just hate shipping to other countries because it's like, oh, here's your duties and import. Make sure it gets through flipping TSA stuff. Oh, we opened up your box to make sure it wasn't bad. We opened up your new iPod.
we opened up.
It's like,
yeah,
dang
we need to check the
Yeah.
content. We already downloaded like a bunch of songs. on it,
Yeah,
and
it's like, I'm scared. Nico, out of all of us, you're the biggest gamer. I would never be able to beat like Mega Man.
Don't
or
call me
whatever.
that.
You are though. Do you guys not think Nico's the best at video games in terms of like just
No.
general games? I think he is. I can't play
No.
Rayman on the Game Boy Advance.
How the
I never
fuck?
beat that stuff. I can't play Mega Man 2. I never beat a Mega Man in my life. Unless you count the one on the GameCube, but that was really easy because it's Battle Network.
Also, fucking hot take here: the first game's better than 2.
Ooh.
That's
Because-
that's a bold take because the first one was really, really difficult.
I mean, it's a bit rough, but it's a bit balanced better despite some of its bullshit. 2 is just like, that game is literally as rough as it is because they weren't given any development time for that. They had to make that game in their like spare time.
Wait, what game again?
Mega Man 2.
Really? It was just like a off the cusp kind of thing.
Yeah, because they saw like, oh, the first game didn't sell as well. We're not really gonna focus on this, so just do it in your spare time while we do other shit.
Dang.
And they basically had no time to like test and balance shit out. So that's what. And they also made weird, like, kind of doubled down on the weird decisions, like having items that you like power-ups and certain items being like required to be a stage. Like certain
Oh.
bosses are just immune to nearly every weapon except one specific one, and it's dumb.
Like a Zelda dungeon.
Yeah, but except if you run out of it, you have to get game over if you want to refill on ammunition for it.
Oh. IB reverse
Thing is
that.
as well,
Oops.
thing is as well, the Mega Man games are surprisingly forgiving. When you game over, you just get sent back to the beginning of the stage, or you get the option to like just go to a different stage altogether. It doesn't like start you from the very beginning and make you redo everything. Like if they just have a video sample or whatever of it. I can't remember what the actual term's called.
I was gonna say, guess I can play now, but
What?
How did I miss that?
that was.
Yeah, I thought you were still.
I don't know
reflecting
how
that.
that happened.
Well,
Oh,
this
you
game
get it.
sucked ass. Freaking Lilacs.
Hey,
Lilac
this game
Sephiroth.
stinky dinky. I'd rather drink Red Bull.
Well, that's my next
I'd
suck
rather-
on.
I'd rather drink Red Bull than play this video game.
Oh my gosh, Nico, you awoken a memory from
more
a week
like
ago.
diarrhea.
I didn't say the game itself sucked. I said this game and match sucks.
Game set.
I'd rather
I roll back.
deal with 750 Ridleys shitting on me,
Yo, okay, I
taking
actually
a diarrhea dump.
I'm back,
Games that
but
suck ass. Take you back to the past, Samurai Jack.
wow. So yeah, I was like watching Twitch at like 4 a.m. and guess who went live? I was like, no
Who?
way. Low tier god. Guess what game he was playing?
Smash Brothers.
He was playing Smash. Oh my god.
What?
He's
Damn it.
wacky.
I tried to get the sudden death. I really did.
What
I
the
thought he stopped
that?
it.
He's so weird. Like, I kid you not, this is how it went. Everyone he fought was like, oh, does Jigglypuff spamming? They're just using one move forward
Yeah,
air.
I know that.
They're
but,
like,
I thought-
he gets kill sparked, he turns it off, he turns it on, he goes through his block list, unblocks somebody
Yeah,
so he
I
can
know, I've
block the
seen that shit.
Jigglypuff.
I remember seeing like a video highlight thing where he just like fucking shits himself against.
He's like,
the
who wants to
basic
play
Incineroar?"
as a balloon with a hat in this game? And he's playing Steve. I'm like, what do you mean? You're just camping. He's like, oh my gosh, everyone's camping me. Like, no, you're just mining. It was so funny. He opens a Red Bull. He's like, I don't crash. I'm wired. I don't crash at all. Don't worry. And then like he brings up this image of like some like mosaic art. He's like, 90% of the men will never experience this in this chat. I'm like, what? He's like, what do you see? You see like you will never be with a woman that respects you. I'm like, what are you talking about? I thought this was a
He's like-
Smash stream.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh,
died.
the only other thing that like I've seen of him is just like that fucking meme. Is like that
It's a
you
clown.
should. I know, but he's like that you should, you know.
You should
kill
treat
now.
yourself now. I mean that 100%. No!
You should try. You should put. You should buy Genshin Impact
it's just
now.
he's so weird. He's so weird, and my friends want to give me a tier 2 sub to fight him, but I don't want to fight him because I'm gonna get him too angry.
Yeah, just
I don't think he's
just
ever
do it,
played against
bro.
a character like this.
He would dox you.
I would get
You would
in
free
so
stock
much.
him.
I don't know if I'd 3
Like,
stock
you
him,
would,
but
like,
I get him
literally, like,
angry.
You would literally like get 0 damage and lose 0 stocks, and you would be like, oh my god, I'm pissing my pants.
I don't know. He's so pompous. Like one guy was like, yo, how much for a first to 10 money match? He's like, no, that's not how this works. You give me $150, I'll play with you. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, one match.
What?
It's demented.
Gonna
He's just
lick-
so full of
Gonna
himself.
lick you. Gonna lick you.
Oh, that could have been catastrophic. Catastrophic.
Hey,
But yeah, just you mentioning Red Bull, the fact that someone was like, yo, I think you're gonna crash. You just like open this at 4 a.m. He's like, I'm wired, I don't crash. I'm like, okay. Like just hearing that response, I'm like, no, my son, Snivy, become Croc 2 on the PS1.
So while you're at it, can you make can you ask Sakurai to nerf Ganondorf as well?
It'll make too many people cry online though.
That's the best part. That would be the best
The
part.
best. Listen, people already cry about Steve.
Oh, do they now?
Steve is such an anomaly. He's so lame but so hype. And he's so easy to use but so hard. Like, I don't know what to think of
Yeah,
his character.
you are just fucking low tier god being like, oh my god, look at me, I'm have swag.
Oh my gosh, he's
Oh, this
so...
oh,
He's
this is
so...
mine.
What a weird guy. Like, so did you guys see the new Capcom, like, tournament rules that they implemented?
yeah,
With, like,
no,
the payment structures?
Oh, I've heard
Uh,
that. Yeah, the money pool or whatever is like
Yeah.
tiny
And
compared.
I saw my friend was like, yo, Low Tier God made a video about it. I'm like, oh dang. And he's so full of himself. He's like, yo, this doesn't affect me because I made it big on my personality. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't think you made it big
You're
because
clown.
you were likable. Like, there's aspects of him that are like, okay, it's kind of funny, but he's just so, like, I try and give him a chance and he's always so high and mighty and stuff. I'm like, please, bro. I cannot stomach this. Oh. A bunch of my friends are like, B-Rods, I will gift you a sub so you can fight him with your Mii Brawler. And I'm like, I don't want to get banned. Like, I need to see you fight him with your Mii
Yeah, you don't want to get
Brawler. Like,
IP
it's
banned,
tempting.
so you can't
It's
watch
tempting,
him.
but I don't want to get yelled at.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fucking low tier
know
god.
what's gonna
So.
happen. I don't want to face the wrath of low tier god.
You might as well do it just so you can get video footage for your people.
No, but he's so paranoid about video footage. He like bans clips, and he's like, any clip you take is my property. You can't use it without my permission, because he's tired of people like clowning on him. Because he clowns on people, and then they just clown on him back.
That seems illegal.
Well, he just DMCA's any stuff with him in it. That's just him. He doesn't like people criticizing him.
Oh yeah, I also remember that fucking guy you kept posting about before the
Jake?
tournament stuff. Yeah, I think it was Jake.
Jake, the Steve player?
Yeah, it was that Steve player that like fucking rage quit or something.
You would not believe he got 3rd place at one of the biggest offline events ever. He's actually like carrying the Steve placements offline. It's so funny. He's not like technical as Steve, but he's the best Steve. I can't believe that. He's improving, but he still has his moments. But he's just kind of like a meme guy. He kind of like accepts it. Like he understands that he rages a lot, and all he does is he spams F smash. So like whenever people watch high level Steves, they're like, oh, there's the Jake F smash, or they just let one rip. It's like, oh. But yeah, what a glow up for him, at least in terms of like making money. Because like people were like, oh, it's just that one Steve guy that rages online and he's so bad and he'll never be good offline. And then it's like, oh, I'm actually the best one.
Huh.
Weird. Thank you, Lightning Lady. Low tier god is just an enigma. I want to do like some like deep essay about how he's actually a deeply scarred individual struggling with his inability to have a lasting relationship.
B-Rod's about to be a YouTube essay.
No, dude, he's
7 hours long.
He's everywhere. He sounds like it's like you're watching someone that is not focused at all. He just talks about how 90% of the men in the chat will never experience relationship. It's so funny. I laughed so hard when he talked about that. He just went from like dying as Minecraft Steve to be like, what do you see in this picture? A relationship? 90% of you will never experience it. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you're a girl going over to a friend's house at the Super Bowl? That ain't your girl, bro. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
That's what we call insecure.
What else did he say? Oh, he's funny. He's like, every time I get dumped by a girl, he like slaps his chest twice. He's like, BBC armor activate. I'm like, what? He's just so
God.
weird. He's such a strange person. He's like, it hardens you. You get better. You don't need women. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's like, I've been used by so many women, but I want a lasting relationship. But that's never gonna happen.
So he's an incel.
Oh, he's not an incel. He's just a beefcake. All he does is like, oh, I'm so tough. I'm so like, but he's insecure, and he flipping like rage quits against like level 7 AI. Honestly, if he had to fight one, I bet he could beat a level 7 AI. He's like, that's it. These people on Elite Smash are stream sniping me. I'm turning off my webcam. I'm turning off my video. I'm gonna have to wait until I find a match. It's like, are people actually gonna stream snipe you? People aren't gonna stream snipe low tier god. He's not even Elite Smash. You can't do it, bro.
Wait, really?
No,
Really?
he's not. He falls out of it all the time.
Dude, I made it into Jigglypuff. I don't even play Jigglypuff.
Yeah, he's such a he's just weird. Like, I don't understand what he wants or why he plays the games that he does.
Oh shit, yeah, Beers, I just remembered some shit. I forgot to meant to talk to you about. It's like I fucking watched a couple of documentaries about certain YouTubers like Shane Dawson and all that. Also
Oh, yeah.
including like Low Tier God and Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Have you seen any of that?
I haven't seen any documentary stuff on him, but what did he do now or in the past?
Well, no, it's just like a bunch of shit. Like how apparently he's into Scientology is one thing, and then there's also.
So
And
was
then
Tom
there's also a
Cruise.
thing where he has like the hot take that like men can't like piss in toilets because unless it's a urinal because it's not natural. And then so what he does is pee in bottles.
Can and I will.
What?
He can't pee unless it's a urinal, so he goes in a bowl.
Yo, he's Sniper from TF2.
Yeah, but also he's like, oh, it's cleaner if I pee in a bowl, you know. A ball. But also there's a bunch of other shit like there was like a follow-up thing going on about how like he was really obsessed with taking down the that documentary.
Oh, he will take down anything that criticizes
Yeah,
him.
he tries taking down like anything, but also
Yeah.
he will straight up just dox you if you end up like trying to counterclaim it.
Right, because you have to give them all your information.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he's literally been like posting like people's addresses and shit, and also
Oh
just
my
making
gosh, he
Hey,
posted? That's messed.
Yeah, he's also posting like Twitch bots that like automatically like post people's like
This is low tier god, right?
yeah,
What a
post their
strange
like
man.
fucking addresses and personal details every like 10 minutes.
Like,
does
he's just
nothing.
such a weird guy.
Yeah, and then like the second like some other like famous YouTuber like joined in the chat, they fucking stopped posting shit. So it's like,
I wonder why.
Nothing's sus
Nice.
here.
You notice that we can just watch the VOD, right?
No, because he takes that shit down. He takes.
He knows
fucking
people can
anything
record
down.
it with Twitch chat, with Twitch clips, right?
Yeah, but then he like tries to take that down.
He
because-
disables Twitch clips, but because he's so anti people saving his stuff, people just like OBS screen cap whenever he's live. That's gotten to that
Yeah.
point.
There's always another way.
Yeah, and like if people know he's live, he's just gonna do it. I think he's just afraid that like his past is gonna stop him from being successful, because he's only really successful because he's a meme and people like ironically sub to him just to make him rage quit and Smash and stuff. Because like I don't know if he's actually owned up to his stuff.
So there was like shit in like the documentary about like maybe there being some good faith in him, like when he's not being a negative shit, but then it turns out he's just fucking an awful piece of shit. There was something regarding like etiquette or some shit where he was like trying to be like at one moment like it seemed like he was very positive about like the whole mental health awareness shit, but then he's like then like 180s that real hard and it's just like no, fuck the guy.
That I heard about that.
He's a strange one. I hope he can.
Is that the
find-
meme where he says you should kill yourself? Is that what that's about?
No,
It's
we
separate
would.
to
With
that.
low,
it's a
with
different-
low tier god on it.
Yeah,
But-
there is that meme, but I think it's a completely different thing.
Yeah, he's fair. He's a grown man that plays like, I'm gonna play Steve. And then he rage quits easy. He said, I'll never play Street Fighter 5 again. Next day, Street Fighter 5 subs fight me. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, and it's also like, you gotta pledge $100 to put my webcam on.
oh yeah, like he's just, I don't know. I can't put a read on him. I don't know what he's, like who he is, why he does it. It's just strange. He's so weird.
Also, his fucking low-tier god apparently, like, in the documentary, like, how they got all, like, his actual, like, name and some of his, like, past, like, jobs and shit in real life or whatever. The low-tier god constantly doxed himself in the past, because he was just like, here's my postal address, here's my, place I worked at. He shows it
fight
on
me.
camera and being like,
If you're going to give a post address, always make it be a fucking PO box.
I know. And then like posting other shit, and he's like, "Oh, I never post that shit online. Where did you get that information?"
I don't know.
It's just
Counter
weird.
that with where does he get the information he doxes people with?
Thing is, he hates it when people call him the.
No, he'd be like, "No, clean my chat mods."
He's basically the fighting game Dark Side Phil, and he hates
just-
it when people call him that, but
yeah,
he just is.
he does.
He's just toxic. He only does things for money, and he's dumb. That's just like that's just him. Until
Is he still around?
I don't know. I think he got
he's still
unpartnered
around.
from Twitch and stuff, so he's probably struggling to make
I
money.
did actually see him like recently. Like I saw like a video pop up, and he's like, "Oh, the newest," because he rage quit against like the fucking final boss of Kerbo.
Oh my gosh, why?
It's a Kirby game.
Why?
Yeah, but it's like the true arena. He like rage quit on that.
Okay, True Arena is a little bit different. True Arena's kind of
Yeah, but
tough.
I like still like Jesus Christ, man.
It depends on how hard he rage quit. Saying, okay, I'm done with this for now, that's one thing.
No, he just stopped entirely.
Yeah, there's a difference between rage quitting and just like giving up in that case.
Yeah, but still,
that's meant
people
to be a
found it like
challenge.
real funny because he was just like he wasn't really doing much. He was just like mashing.